Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. So, did anybody sneak a peek? Did anybody try to find out from my clues who is the Build-A-Figure? Well, if you haven't figured it out and you didn't look it up, it's going to be Lex Luger. So, kind of the story behind it. So, Lex Luger is coming up on his contract, kind of gave Vince McMahon a handshake deal that, yeah, I'm going to stay with you. I'm going to stay with you. Eric Bischoff, on the other hand, has just become the new person in charge for WCW, coming out with Nitro. And they're like, how do we make a big impact? So after Lex Luger got done doing his house show, he was flown home to go get some clothes so he can appear on the very first Monday Night Nitro. That's right. Literally hours after he had already committed to some matches at WWE house shows, he's showing up on WCW. Caused a huge stir, set the pace for what WCW is going to be, which was it's live, it's unpredictable, and it's what we came to know. We had it with Scott Hall in the original. We had it with Kevin Nash when he came out of nowhere. Hulk Hogan turned bad. That's just for the NWO. That's not including all the other people who just kind of showed up. So with that being said, we start off with the legs right here. Then we get that incredible muscular body of Lex Luger. Oh yeah, look at those abs. I mean, come on. I think his big moniker was he was less than 10% body fat. And you can't have arms or you can't have a body without some jacked up arms, right? Look at these muscles. You can't yet because my hand's not out of the way, but look at that. Oh, look at, oh, gotta add the other arm. Looky there. Real steel and sex appeal, right? I don't know why I said that, but it sounded fun. So, all right. Now, along with this, not only do you get the awesome mic holding hands, but you also get, I guess it's his high-fiving hands. I don't know. Like, so he can smack people too? I don't know. Look at this. Oh, it'd be so much better if he had a head. Look at that. Let's go ahead and put that on. Oh, look at that. Looking just like Lex Luger. I mean, what a beast. Now, what's funny is he hurries up, goes home, and gets a shirt. Out of all the shirts that you could pick up to be known for the rest of your wrestling career, you're going to pick out the big puffy shirt that looks like it's from Seinfeld with the pirate look. Get this on him real quick. Sorry about that. Beautiful thing about this, watch this. I'm just going to, boop. I got no hands. Somebody take my good hand. I'm going to do that. I'm going to put his other hand on there. Take my good hand, he says. Boom. So imagine you're at Mall of America. There's a match going on, and this guy just comes out, crosses his arms, doesn't have to say anything else. He just makes a statement just by being there. Hey, we're here. We're going to take some of the eyeballs off of WWF Raw, and they did it. Like I said, set the tone for the rest of the show, and I mean, really, they kind of carried that all the way through their mantra, all the way up until 2001, and even it was a surprise when Vince McMahon bought the place. So, all right, now with that being said, let's bring out some of our older ones from the last couple days. We have Scott Hall doing the Scott Hall stuff that he does. You have the Undertaker looking all menacing and in the dark, and then you have Stone Cold Steve Austin. I think that's pretty cool. Along with Hulk Hogan. I mean, if you're going to pick a series that's going to just start off right off the bat, I think they did a great job because they actually captured a lot of iconic looks in a small amount of time, or in 4 big names. I mean, nobody gets bigger than Stone Cold or Hulk Hogan. And then everybody knows who the Undertaker is, even if you're not a wrestling fan. And then you have Scott Hall, and then you have an actual working wrestler as your Build-A-Figure. Typically, your Build-A-Figures are going to be like referees or ring announcers, somebody that you're going to use it, but this way you can actually, if you wanted to, take off that shirt, put on the NWO shirt. Now he's a backstage interview type person. So, I mean, pretty cool. Now, my ranking. Once again, I want you to put your ranking in there at the in the comment section. This is my ranking. This is my opinion, so it's going to be right because it's mine. Um, just like your opinion is going to be your opinion, and it's going to be right. No wrong answers. All right. I am going to include Lex Luger because he is an actual wrestler in this field. So right off the bat, I'm going to say my last one is probably going to be The Undertaker. And the only reason why is because, I mean, it is a pretty plain Jane, right? There's not a whole lot of bells and whistles with this because you got all the deco and all the other stuff going towards Stone Cold. You have to put somebody in there, business sense wise. You have to put somebody in there that's going to be plain Jane, so that you can kind of even out some of that the money being used. Makes sense. Then on top of that, Hulk Hogan. Once again, yes, it's an iconic moment in time. Yes, he does look cool. I love that he's on all black. I think that's great that they captured that because it didn't happen very often, but when it did, it resonated, right? So that's going to be my number 2, or I guess my number 4. My number 3 pick is going to be Lex Luger. Lex Luger looking great. I love that they chose that because it's the start of the series. He made the biggest impact as right out of the gate for WCW Nitro. So there's that. Scott Hall, I think, would be my number 2, just because Scott Hall, you get the different head swaps. They did a really good job having him come out in that Canadian tuxedo, all denim, But I really like it. I think the way that they did it makes him unique. It's not just like a regular Scott Hall character or Razor Ramon. Last but not least, I can't see how he's not everybody's number 1. Just for a simple fact, look at everything that comes with it. You have a beer can, you have his hat, you have his jacket, you have the Stone Cold shirt. Yeah, he's not wearing the black trunks and black shoes, but I think that's what makes this figure pop out just as much as anything else, is because this is him in his normal attire. Take off the jacket, there's tons of hours of him wearing just this shirt and getting ready to stun people in the middle of the ring. So this is my list. What is your list? What's it look like? Who would you like to see? If you were a fan of the early 90s, 2000, late 90s, with the WCW and the Monday Night Wars going on, who would you like to see in figure form? And what attire? All right, that's going to do it for today. Thank you very much. Hopefully you had a great day. Hopefully you had a great time. We'll see you next time, okay?